Hi guys, it's your girl Michelle. Um, I just had a life update about what's been going on with me, but I feel like I look like a potato, so I'm gonna put my hair down. Yeah, that's much better. But anyways, it's raining, and this time I'm making a video at night, which is very different from other times, because I typically have this sun coming into my face, and it's pretty, but it's literally end of May. It's about to be June, and for some reason it's raining like crazy. I don't know what's going on with the weather, but I guess global warming is a real thing. But anyways, I just had an update because I decided to delete my personal Instagram. Finally. I have contemplated this years ago. And then I was just like, okay, if I don't want to have an Instagram, might as well just delete it out of my phone and just never get on it. And then this morning while I clocked in at work, my mind was just like, you know what? Not even my mind. I just had a voice talk to me. Now, I don't want to say a voice because that kind of makes me sound like I'm crazy, but I'm starting to notice that that's my intuition. God speaking to me. And I just kept hearing Instagram is an energy leak. I've been learning a lot about, consciousness, frequency, self-mastery, just a lot of reading. And I don't like to even speak about it out loud because I'm still a student, and I'm not going to start talking about things that I don't feel like I've confidently grasped what it's about. But it just feels like an energy leak. Not Instagram in general, but I just felt like me posting about my personal life on there just didn't feel right anymore. And I think it's because of how social media has changed. It's not the same way it used to be when we first started. My Instagram account, I made that in February of 2012. It's now May of 2026. So basically you can see my life from when I was like 8th grade, like when I was like 13 or 14 years old, and now I'm almost 30. It almost feels like I just have like a digital autobiography of myself. And I think it's beautiful. You can see me growing, going to school, traveling, getting into a relationship. Like, it's nice. But at the same time, why in the world is it normal to showcase your entire existence online? I don't know. And it's not something new. I've always heard, oh, you shouldn't do that, or it's not right, or it's kind of weird. And especially now in the digital era with data collection. But then I can't say, oh, don't post on Instagram, and I'm literally right here on YouTube talking. You get what I mean? But anyways, what I'm trying to say is, for me personally, I just feel like I'm going here, and my Instagram page kind of is right here, and I'm trying to surpass it, but subconsciously I can't, because I'm still seeing people I used to see in high school, college. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I just feel like it's already hard for me to just get online and just speak my mind like this. And I feel comfortable doing this because it's not a page necessarily attached to my name or anything out there that I've pushed out to be like, guys, this is my YouTube channel, whatever. But I feel like subconsciously it's limiting me. Like I'm reaching a ceiling that I can't surpass because I'm still thinking, oh my God, how is somebody that used to know me when I was 14 years old going to receive this 28-year-old woman's mind? I don't know if that makes sense. And I know for some people it's easy, but for me, I'm just like, because I already know I think that way, and that's just something I guess I need to work on, or it's just something that I'm just that way. How about we figure out other ways to grow? And I just felt like some things just shouldn't be shared all the time. Maybe it's just me growing up and I'm realizing some things just shouldn't be shared all the time. Social media or Instagram in general used to be fun back in the day, but now it just feels like what everybody's saying. It feels like a drop. It feels like, I don't know, it just doesn't feel real. Some people are enjoying it because it doesn't feel real. It feels like a moment to just, separate from real world, and now you can just enjoy being in like a different space. But for me, it just doesn't resonate anymore. Now, I'm not saying Instagram doesn't resonate anymore. Me posting my personal life on there doesn't resonate anymore. But in other news, I created, if you made it this far, so you get to know what I've done and what I've changed. But I created a different Instagram account for my health and wellness business. Yes, I'm so proud of myself. I have been thinking about building a business for almost 4 years now. The idea came to me in December of 2022, and I didn't actually start physically working on it until December of 2024. And then January of 2025, February, like the beginning of 2025, I finally put my idea from my mind into a product. I created I created an herbal tea business, and I had the tea, I have the product, I have, everything put together, and I pushed it out on an online store, and I even went to the extent of finding a local store that could get my tea. Then I realized running a business is not a hobby, it's also a full-time job. So now I'm kind of pulling myself back together into really running my business. Now, I did say I created a new health and wellness page for my business. So I do want to start having one-on-one conversations or one-on-one sessions with individuals, people, clients, patients, whatever you want to call it. And I also didn't know that having a business based out of a product versus coaching, I don't like the word coaching for some weird reason. It just doesn't sound right, but the best terminology that makes sense to people is coaching. So coaching versus having a tea brand, those are two different businesses. But I kind of do see myself like with my clients, I will find a way to bring the tea in it and be kind of like part of their wellness plan. And I feel like mine is unique because I'm Kenyan. I went to Kenya. I found the tea. I found the woman that owns farms. And, it's not like I'm just going out there on some website and just buying bulk and then freaking packaging it. No, this is like from the motherland, okay? And Kenya is one of the top sellers of tea, one of the best teas out there. So I actually put my heart and soul into this. So the reason why I chose to do the tea first was because I'm in school right now, and I'm kind of like in the clinic phase of my schooling, actually talking to students as my clients and also shadowing and learning about counseling and creating care plans. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like very, very soon I'm going to be graduating. And before I was just like, oh, when I graduate, I'll figure it out. But now I'm feeling like, okay, I really want to set up my online space and start, I guess, marketing and sharing information about health and wellness and kind of create trust with people about my business. So that's kind of like what I've been up to. I still want to do like an official conversation about how I went from graduating nursing school to getting to here. I think that's going to be such a wonderful story because I finished school in 2020 and it's now 2026. So that makes it 6 years. 6 years of a beautiful story of how I ended up here. And very soon I'm going to be sharing it. But thanks for watching.